What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Figure Bros. My name is Philip, and today we're going to be reviewing the Mezco 112 The Batman, a figure that I think is two things. Number one, should have been released about a year ago, and number two, I actually think this might be one of the most underrated figures to actually come from the Mezco lineup this year. Let me know what you guys think about both of those things down in the comment section. And while you're doing that, please do me the big favor right now, please hit that like button. If you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. With all that being said, let's go ahead and take the Batman, Robert Pattinson's Batman, out of the box, and we're going to go ahead and start off with articulation. All right, got him out of the box, and first impression looks unbelievable. I can't wait to dive deeper into this figure with you guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at like articulation first. I'm going to go ahead and shrink up his cowl, his cape there. I'm going to lift the camera for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and start with the torso up. So starting with the head, he can look down about that much. You can see pretty good motion there. He looks up about that much, not much, you know, looking up, kind of like a Michael Keaton looking up. He's kind of stiff in the head. A little bit of side-to-side action. Again, not much. You can see it's pretty much a standard ball peg from Mezco. Doesn't get much action on the head. I do wish for the neck area they put like a little bit of a cut inside the neck so we could get a little downward movement. I'm sure if I also took off the cape that he's wearing too, it probably would get a little bit more, but still pretty good. I really wish though we got more looking up motion, if anything. Going over to the arms. So there's a lot of moving parts over here, and I'm gonna do my best to just show you guys all of it. So for the arms, we can't get much in the way of arms because he does have what looks to be like a military shoulder pad. You guys can see right there. Really good. All of this though, I will say, is very, very soft rubber. So you can see like my hand can get right in there. It's pretty good. As far as just looks goes, it looks fantastic. You can see all the details in here, which we'll go over more in detail in another segment here. But for articulation, can go about that much. We do get a bicep cut, double jointed. But again, you can see like with that armor piece, it does get in the way a little bit. Hands, get a little hinge that can go like that, so you guys can see with the hand. So not bad there. Torso, this should be very interesting. So he can crunch about that much down, not much at all. Again, he has a lot of armor pieces. So it does feel like the plate right here on his actual like chest, this is where it's supposed to cut. So you can feel it, like it crunches about right there. You can also feel, because this is very soft, the material used here is actually very nice, but it does hinder some articulation. It feels like there's definitely a cut right here. So if I were to look back, how much can he look backwards? So you can see he actually goes back pretty far back, a little bit more. He goes back more than he does go forward. So pretty good there. He does have a little bit of crunch right there. Not much again. Legs, the splits, you're not going to be able to do much with the legs, guys. I mean, again, if you know anything about Mezco, you never want to split because you just don't want to rip this material. So that's as far as he can do for the splits. He can kick his leg out about that much, and he can go back about that much. The material used is very good, but like I mentioned, and I'll say this over and over again so everybody understands me, material, good. Hinders articulation, yes. So again, it's a double-edged sword. Knees, we're not going to be able to get, oh, actually, you know what? I take that back. I thought we weren't going to be able to get much. We actually do get a good amount for the knees. So good crunch there. And of course, ankles, as Jared and I both have mentioned so many times in our Mezco videos, there's just no ankles and no toe hinge. So that's it as far as articulation. The articulation is so like stiff, but it will get the job done for the Batman. So we're going to talk now about look and design. We're going to talk about how the feel, the material, the aesthetics of this figure. I'll say open and honestly, look and design is almost a home run. I mean, look at the face, by the way. That is like Robert Pattinson's Batman. He looks fantastic here. The material, the armor, the bat armor that he's wearing, all of it is really, really, really good. I mean, look at the suit. Look at the belt. I'll go ahead and lift the cape up so you guys can see the back end of it too, where you can holster all of his, you know, his gadgets, guns, other stuff like that, the grappling hooks. I mean, everything's done. I told you guys about the wrist, where you guys can see. Let's see if we can get the camera to focus. Perfect. Really good there. I'm gonna go ahead and brighten up the actual little photo box too. Maybe we can get it a little bit more here. Let's see. So there you go. Brighten up the thing just a little bit more so you guys can see it in detail. Material is used. Now see, here's the thing. If he didn't have all this armor I actually would really like this material used on a lot of other figures from Mezco. I think of a lot of like the G.I. Joe figures and stuff like that. This is the material probably should have been used for the G.I. Joe figures. Not what they're using. This almost feels more of like, how can I explain this? So this part does feel like leather, right? Like, it feels like it's half leather and half like cloth almost, if that makes any sense to anybody out there. Some parts of it definitely are the soft rubber pleather, which is like that fake leather. And then you can see like all behind, like even certain parts of here, like all the stitching, it's all cloth. So they've done a really good job of doing like a 75-25 split with the pleather and the cloth. And it does make it look really good, no questions about it. He does also, as you can see too, I can put him down pretty easily. He has pretty good balance. The cape also too, made out of nice like fake pleather material. It's very, very, very light. We get 2 wires right in here. I do wish we had a 3rd wire going through the bottom of the cape so we can give it that more of like, you know, that whoosh effect kind of going through. But it still works because you could still, you know, mess with it a little bit. So there you go. That looks pretty good, right? Just standing still, just as a standard pose, looks really good. Again, aesthetics, look and design, they did a really good job here. I can't complain too much. Okay, so that was look and design. That's where it shines really, really well. Where it also shines is accessories. So we're gonna go ahead and move the Batman off to the side for a little bit because my camera likes to focus on both things at once. So starting off with the alternative head, for the accessories, really good unmasked Robert Pattinson head. Looks really, really good. Very good sculpt by Mezco. They've definitely improved in that category. We also get this alternative head, a little more of an expression of a Batman right there. And we get this one right here with his mouth open, looking a little more angrily. I like this one a lot as well. And I'm very happy too, we also get a basically like just an unmasked Batman right there, just completely holding his unmasked version of himself. So I really do like that. Also makes really good for toy photography. Hands, we actually get some really, really unique hands here. We actually get these effects right here, the transitioning effect hands. I really like that. Action figures in general, action figure companies, toy companies have been doing this a little bit more, and specifically Mezco's been doing this a lot lately. I really, really, really do like this a lot. Other transitioning hands, we get these 2 sets right here, holding his batarangs. We get that one, and then we get this one as well. Again, I love that. It's already just incorporated. It feels really good to have those. So I like that they did that. Other sets of hands, we get a pair of these type of hands right here, with the fingers looking outwards, a little more of like a fighting pose hand, so not bad there. Other pairs, we get these ones right here, pretty more standard, not bad. Other sets, right here. These are like other fists that kind of like opening a little more. I guess these are obviously for the gun hands right here, so I guess you would call those the trigger hands, and other gun hands as well with the trigger finger, all ready to go. So pretty good there. Other accessories, we get an actual grappling gun, so pretty cool there. And of course here is the actual grapple itself, and yes, you get this wire that does have, you can, you know, bend it at your will. Pretty soft there, pretty cool. Handcuffs, so you can make a rest. Of course he wouldn't be Batman without his batarangs. We get 4 of them, so you guys can see. I'll drop them right there. Nice. We get these pair of like tubes, which from the movie actually, the UV and the sticky bombs. I like those. We also get a little more tinier versions of those flares right there. I never like these pieces. I always lose them. Also too, for other really cool effects, we get, and they're already on his wrist right now. You guys can maybe see them. Maybe, hopefully you can. So they're basically these pieces. I thought this was really cool. We get these little pieces right here that actually peg inside his wrist. We get one short one, and then we get one long one. The short one's already pegged right inside here. And then we get the long one, you guys can see right there pretty easily. Really cool there. Probably the other accessory we get, which is a very, very big accessory, move him out of the way again, is his jumpsuit. And I'm pretty sure this is what Mezco threw in to justify the price tag for this figure, and I'll get to that in 1 second. I do like this. It's made out of nice light material, just like his cape. So it's still the same very light pleather material. It has Velcro right down here, and it has zippers. And then of course, every Mezco comes with a standard plate. Now I mentioned the price tag. The MSRP for this figure is $125. That is for me a little too pricey, a little too expensive for my taste. Where they clearly get that price tag is, like I said, this jumpsuit that they threw in right there. If they removed that jumpsuit and this thing was $15 cheaper, I'd take that all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section about that, because I think this price for 125 MSRP on him is a little too pricey. If he was cheaper, I think a lot of people would have been more excited for this, but that 125 price tag is a little too steep. And again, they kind of threw this in there to justify it, because other than this being with it, the jumpsuit, I don't see where they get 125 from. All right, now let's go ahead and jump to the final verdict. I'm gonna go ahead and flash it on the screen and we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. The final verdict score I gave for the Batman is an 83 out of 100. You guys can see how I broke it all down. The two things I said it shines from the most is accessories and the look and design. I mean, it looks fantastic. The design is pretty good. It's a really nice Batman suit. And the accessories we actually do get a lot of accessories. Again, the two biggest problems I have with this thing is really just the articulation and the price tag for this. That 125 price tag is just way too much for this figure. Again, if you took out that jumpsuit, I don't know how they get 125 for this. We've seen Mezco make figures with this much accessories for $100, $95, stuff like that. Here's the reason why I also say too, the price is not justified. It's not that you're just paying 125. If you go over in Big Bad Toy Store, if you buy this from Mezco, you're not actually paying 125. Right? We all know this because you're paying 125 plus shipping and plus their taxes. And because this is a 125 premium figure, you're gonna be paying more on taxes for that. If you bought it from Mezco, you're probably paying another $10, $12 on top of that for shipping, because they charge an arm and a leg for shipping because they make you pay for the signature. And I get why they do that. Big Bad Toy Store is $4.99 for shipping plus their taxes. So realistically, if you bought it from Mezco, you're paying closer to $150. If you bought it from Big Bad Toy Store, you're paying closer to $130, $140 mark. And if you get it from Entertainment Earth, you're probably paying about $130, $135, somewhere in that neighborhood. Because maybe you get free shipping, or maybe if it's in stock, you can save yourself 10%, like using the affiliate link down below in the description box. All of that will save you some money, but you're still paying a lot of money for what I don't think is a premium figure. 125 is a premium price. This is not a premium figure. It's a good figure. It's not a great figure, and it's definitely not warranted that premium price. It also suffers greatly from articulation. Mezco's gonna have to decide what they want to do down the road in the future. If they want to upgrade articulation, they need to start upgrading it. They need to upgrade it now. If they're just worried about look and designs and making the best accessories, then start lowering your prices. You know what I'm saying? Like, this thing was 105, 110. I might have gotten a better score, but I can't justify the articulation. Articulation on this sucks, and the price is just too heavy. Also, too, if you want this figure for a very good price, like, you know, very reasonable, like a 105 or something like that, I'm just saying, hit me up in the comment section or use the Facebook link and DM me over there. I have a couple sealed if you're interested. That's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Again, it got an 83 out of 100. I still think this is still a really good Batman. I definitely actually think it's underrated in the Batman lineup. It's just that price is a little too much for my budget. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Please don't forget, hit that like button and consider hitting that subscribe button if you're new. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys next time.